have the full thing on because, pump up the jam. It's a quiet intro. All right, cool. Yeah. Even though it's at 1920 by 1440, it's still a beautiful, perfect box. But there you go. It's a high quality box.
Dear Mr. Holmes, please let me thank you one more time for your help in solving the case of the Turkish medallion. I'm sure that if the story could go public, the whole country would be as grateful as I am to you. As you may have surmised, I have a very urgent and confidential matter which requires your immediate assistance. You probably are aware that we are going to celebrate the birthday of a very important person, a member of the government. I can't mention their name in this letter for obvious reasons. The most famous and accomplished artists were selected and invited to perform. We are confident about their reputations. However, we have concerns about one performer in particular, a young Italian diva, Gallia, as there are certain rumours circulating about her. She has also provoked great acclaim in every European capital where she has appeared. We want to include her in this gala event, but have reservations about her reputation. She is, as fortune would have it, in London for another engagement. Sir Bromsby has invited her to perform during a reception to commemorate the return of his daughter to England. Due to reasons of politics and security, I can't attend the reception myself. Apart from yourself, I do not know anyone else I would be able to complete a mission of such importance. Together with this letter, I am sending 2 invitations, as I assumed your eminent colleague, Dr. Watson, would be accompanying you. A cab will arrive at 221B Baker Street at 8 p.m. to take you to Sherringford Hall. Even though I know that the prospect of attending a private concert given by perhaps the best voice in Europe is very attractive for a music lover like yourself, please allow nothing to distract you from this important mission. Yours sincerely, Lord Cavendish Smith.
How can we refuse a mission of such importance? Appearances to the contrary, I believe that the future of the nation can depend on our presence. Are you with me?
If the future of the nation depends upon our presence, Holmes, then you can count on me.
Yes. So is this another point and click, or is this more like the latter games
Please
that they
come
did,
right in.
where you like
According to the request
walk
of
around?
Lord Cavendish Smith, during the dinner you'll be seated together.
Sitting together?
What do you know about Sir Bromsby, Holmes?
I have never met the man, and I do not follow what is written in the newspapers. However, I can tell you that Sir Bromsby is a man of approximately 50 years old, tall in stature. He is impulsive and may be prone to violent outbursts. He is of low birth, has few intimate friends, and does not like women. He must be a very aggressive businessman who would not hesitate to go beyond the law if it served his purposes. I'd like to add that today he is going to make a very important declaration concerning his business. And you, Watson, what have you heard about him?
Well, I doubt that I would be able to give as detailed a description as you have just recited. Holmes, how can you say you do not know the man and give such an account?
Watson, you know my methods. Look at the stage and the stand near the fireplace. It is obvious that they are prepared for a very tall man. I see the hostess and servants anxiously glancing in the direction of a door from which their employer must enter. Their expressions go beyond nerves and suggest fear. Only a violent and unpredictable man can cause such anguish. Now look at the guests. The men present at this party are mainly composed of military officers and rich entrepreneurs. All of them are in their 50s and are clearly business associates, so I decided that he is of their age. Furthermore, to have risen as rapidly as he has in this society, Sir Bromsby would have to be a very ruthless and intelligent businessman. The women present reveal much. Beautiful women and young girls, all neatly but rather cheaply dressed. Watson, look more carefully. There are no chaperones. No ladies would appear in public without suitable escort, I assure you. They stare at the youngest gentleman to find a convenient cavalier and cluck like chickens at the smallest idiocy. In short, a man who would invite only business associates and women of the lower classes to the birthday party of his only child must have few friends, rather poor taste in women, and little regard for his daughter. Another item of note, but not the least, observe that group of men speaking very quickly. It's a group of reporters armed with their notebooks gathered together now that the time of the address is coming. These are not the society reporters for the Times sent to cover a gala birthday party. These are the regular reporters who had come only to gain news about the future of the Bromsby Empire. I will conclude by saying that no man, except a lunatic, would accept such an arrangement of tables and furniture. Look quickly, Watson. I hear applause. Sir Bromsby is coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you all for attending this special reception. In fact, this moment is a turning point for many people.
Watson, quick! Tell Miss Lambert not to allow anyone to leave and to send a man for the police immediately.
Oh my god! A big and beautiful speech is gonna happen! Hello, thank you everyone. Okay, so it definitely is point and click. Wow! A murder! Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, he's right.
Excuse me, if I may. I am Sherlock Holmes.
What do you wish to know?
With that tiny font. Your presence here, goodbye!
I must ask, who are you?
I'm the doctor from the village near the hall.
Is he still breathing?
He died instantly.
Holmes.
Where is the bullet?
It's still in the body. I must obtain police authorization to extract it.
Okay, goodbye.
Thanks, Doctor.
Never mind.
Wait, why did my doctor examine him? I have my own. I'm also gonna adjust. Because I'm like, the music is actually way... Really? The dialogue's on max? Music was so loud, though. I'm just gonna... Just a little bit. Just bring it down just a little bit. Okay. Subtitles are itty-bitty, but we'll work with it. So this is gonna be interesting.
Good day. My
ability to
name
walk
is Sherlock
around.
Holmes. Would you mind if I asked several questions?
If it helps you.
You're just standing next to a dead body. Yeah.
What precisely was your relationship with the victim?
We were partners with the old scoundrel. I'm sorry, Sir Bromsby. He personally invited me. He gave me every assurance there would be plenty of fresh meat, if you take my meaning. Well, there was, but some of it was quite cold.
He's talking about young women.
Did you notice anything peculiar at the time of the shooting?
I jumped up, and then I looked in the direction of the shot. There, I saw that little flirt, I mean Miss Bromsby. She seemed to be placing something in her handbag amid a cloud of smoke. Then she rushed to the stage. I must say, her sudden inheritance should be a fine present for her birthday.
Guy's been shot and this guy is cracking jokes right next to the body, too. I think he did it. Hella sus.
Were you an associate of the victim?
Yes, he seems so much bigger when he's lying down rather than standing.
Well, thank you very much.
It is nothing, dear fellow.
Okay, so it's just clicking is to move. I may need help, because I imagine this is going to take a hot minute if I have to talk to every single
Let
person.
me introduce myself. I am Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, the infamous detective. We are heaven blessed by your presence. I am afraid I am still in shock.
Alright, shot.
Tell us what you saw.
I was behind Sir Bromsby when it all happened. I am sorry, but as such I could not see anything of interest. But I am convinced that Miss Lavinia had nothing to do with it.
Whom do I have the pleasure of addressing?
Oh, I forget myself. We haven't been properly introduced. I am Herman Grimble, advisor to the late Sir Melvyn Bromsby and minority shareholder of Bromsby Enterprises.
Okay.
So you knew Sir Bromsby well, then?
What a sad end for such a great man. We first met in India several years ago. That would have been before the birth of Miss Lavinia. We have been business associates and friends ever since that moment.
What sort of man was Sir Bromsby?
He was a man with strong character that at times seemed excessive. He was unyielding, but he was a good man.
Look at the tiny deer. The little deer up there. Like, it's very thin neck and it's very thin antlers. I love it.
Have you any knowledge about the succession of his business interests?
I believe that Sir Bromsby had drawn up his will with his attorney and friend Horace Fowlett. When it is read, we will know more about the specifics. But I can assure you that nothing therein would threaten Bromsby Enterprises.
He is just a wealth of information.
And where is this Mr. Fowlett?
He must have been here, because he would have most certainly been invited. Although he is hardly a person of high society. Where could he be, I wonder?
Is it bad that I just want to crash high society English parties now? Just to be a menace.
Did Sir Bromsby have any enemies?
Oh, there are always those who envy a man who is successful in business. But to say that Sir Bromsby had enemies? No, I cannot think of anyone who would desire his death.
I also just love the way they talk, too. I don't know why. I think it's just the vocabulary. Like, you don't hear it too often, you know? You hear it with high society. It's just like, oh, I forget myself. So just being like, I'm a fucking dumbass. It's like, oh.
Thank you very much.
I am at your disposal.
See? I am at your disposal. We just say, you know, if you need me, call me. Or like, anything to help. Happy to help.
Please, sir, I have nothing to tell you. Everyone stands ready to accuse me of this foul deed. I have done nothing. I have only seen my father die before my very eyes on day of my majority.
Majority? What is a day of
This
majority?
young lady tells the truth. I can attest to her every move since she first appeared in the doorway. Beg your pardon for speaking so boldly, miss.
See? See? I can attest to it. Beg my pardon for speaking so boldly, miss. You can trust me. Sorry for speaking out of turn, babe. I'm guessing they were together.
Where were you at the moment of the shooting?
I was near the bar speaking with Colonel Patterson. Everybody started applauding and turning towards the stage. I turned to look through the crowd.
She turned 18. Wink. I was right. Right? Is that what majority means? That she's like an adult now in their eyes? Or is it just some other fanciness?
Did you notice anything in particular?
When one of the doors opened, I did see a person hidden from the other's view. A beautiful young lady stood just at the threshold. I felt somewhat ashamed for staring at her so intensely, but her considerable charms captured my full attention until the dreadful shooting took place.
Her considerable charms captured my attention. You just don't hear people talk like this anymore. They're just being like, yo, she was hot. I just had to stare and look. And I was getting really embarrassed because I was like, oh man, what if she sees me? But I was like, damn, she's a cutie. And then boom, my boy got murdered on stage. And I was like, oh shit. I'm gonna look it up. Majority. Majority. What is day of majority? It commemorates the Bahamas gaining majority rule for the first time on January 10th, 1967. I don't think that's what we're looking for. Her nice, round charms. Which is funny because I'm like, didn't they have like very like squishy corsets? So I'm like, what would the smoothness of the charm?
Are you sure it was Miss Bromsby?
Yes, Colonel Patterson was next to me and can confirm what I saw. It seems to me that no one else was near us at that precise moment.
That's not what I said. Majority Day in England. Thursday has been the customary day to hold elections since the 1930s. I don't know what it means. It's her day, and I don't know what it means.
What is your reason for being here?
I owe it to Colonel Patterson. We met each other several days ago at his club. He kindly persuaded me to accompany him.
Are you about to walk off? Hey! Say goodbye! Rude. The things about the dresses of the period haven't been blown out of proportion, but fiction writers looking to make things spicy. Right! Okay, so I can talk to him, talk to him, talk to him. I'm gonna talk to you first. These colonels can wait!
Excuse me, could you answer some questions?
You're quite welcome.
Why would you arrange tables like this? This is a nightmare to eat at and serve at. I would feel so anxious sitting at one of these corner ones.
Where were you at the moment this tragedy occurred?
Like all the servants, I was in the ballroom. 'Twas the special orders of the old crab. In my opinion, it was done in particular to have more people there to applaud him. Cunning old bird, wasn't he?
What sort of man was Sir Bromsby? I mean, as an employer.
Troublesome and bad-tempered, but he paid well.
Are you personally at the service of the Bromsby family?
Yes, there are 5 of us who serve in the Sherringford Hall. There are Mary and Sue, the maids, Carl, our chef, Lamb, Sir Bromsby's coachman, and myself. All the rest were brought in just for the reception.
Lamb? Lamb, the coach driver? I want to be his friend.
And where are the rest of the staff?
Mary is cleaning downstairs. Sue went to comfort some little goose who had been crying bitterly. It's rather odd because it seemed to me she started crying before Sir Bromsby was shot.
And the coachman?
Lamb is at the main gate. Miss Lambert gave him specific instructions to throw out any reporters and ensure they do not re-enter the hall. However, it would not be good if he finds you've been asking questions here. Tell me, will my name appear in the newspaper?
And then I'm just like, bye.
Thank you for your help.
My pleasure, sir.
Just leave him at that. Is my name going to appear in the newspaper? Thank you for your help. You didn't answer my question. Okay. The little goose is suspicious now.
Were you at that precise spot at the moment of the murder?
Indeed, I was standing just there. I could easily see the door because there were so few people in front of me.
What did you do right after the shot was fired?
I left the room as did almost everyone. I must leave now and make my excuses to Miss Lavinia for my behaviour, don't you think?
No, you can stay.
Thank you for your help.
It was not a problem.
Oh, now we say bye to each other. Oh, give me a
That
moment.
shot was dreadful, wasn't it?
It's neither the first nor probably the last I shall hear in my life. Tell me, young man, are you a barman or not? Because I'm dying from thirst.
He's not even looking at me. He's straight up like. He's not even looking at me. Love it. Love it. It's not my first or my last. Oh, that shot was dreadful. A man has been murdered.
Where were you precisely when the tragedy occurred?
We had been standing at the bar until the shot rang out, and I personally remained at the bar after it.
Are those cookies? What is that behind them? I want them. They look like giant, like cookies. Or no, biscuits. You guys call them biscuits, right?
Did you happen to notice Miss Bromsby at that moment?
Impossible. My eyesight is so deucedly poor that I would not even notice if a fly fell into my whiskey.
Really?
Yes, damn shame. But I have a fine ear. I can offer much when the questions are about sounds. I can tell you that from all the applause, that old Bromsby had arrived and entered from my right. For the sound to have carried so well, the crowd must have been parted in that direction. I will add that if Lieutenant Harrington says that he saw a flea dancing with a fly in this place, you can take it on trust.
think they might be bread rolls for soup. Oh my god, say less. Put them in my mouth. But why? Well, where's the soup? Does that mean I have to get up from the table to go grab a bread roll? Or I'd be like, servant, bring me a bread roll from the bar.
Is there anything else you recall?
Well, hold on a moment. I do have a scoop for your tabloid. I can assure you that Bromsby was killed with a right revolver of small caliber.
Oh shit, thanks.
How long have you known Lieutenant Harrington?
We met at my officers' club several days ago. A brave boy, you can believe me. What could be better than to invite him to be my guest at this reception, where he could make many fair acquaintances?
This being a high society thing, there's probably a set time the soup would be carried to the tables by the staff. That's true. I would be the horrible guest that'd be like, hey, can I get a bread roll? And they're like, that's for the soup. And it's like, I know, but can I get one? I love bread. Hand it over.
Thank you for this information, sir.
Colonel to you.
I don't think I would be a very good high society guest. I'd just be like, bread, bread, bread. You, sir.
I would like to ask you several questions, if you don't mind.
If I can be of help, sir.
Can.
What were you doing when the tragedy happened?
I was serving those two gentlemen. As I was occupied, I saw nothing.
Okay.
Are you one of the household staff?
No, I was sent by the Hartford agency to serve at the reception.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. You may take or leave.
Good evening, sir.
Indeed. Okay. So I went through that door.
It is not the time to join, Watson. I have not examined everything.
Okay, I know there's this door. Can I talk to you?
You do not seem the least bit alarmed.
In India, I became quite familiar with the sound of gunshots. Therefore, their sudden occurrence does not alarm me as they would a woman or certain officers in attendance.
You're allowed to be startled. It doesn't have anything to do with your gender.
Could you explain your presence at this reception?
Bromsby sent me 2 invitations for myself and the wife. My wife has fainted due to the shock of these events. I do hope her condition will last a good while longer, so that I may toss off several glasses of this excellent sherry.
Oh, God.
Why didn't you intervene?
It would have been of no use. Whoever he is, the man who did this is either a perfect shot or extremely lucky, because old Bromsby had no chance at all.
Remember, this is war era Britain. Stiff upper lip and all that. Oh, yes. Indeed. But still, it's just like, we've come so far. Still a long way to go, but
Very well. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Indeed. Like, it's just crazy to me, because I'm like, I know there probably were happy marriages, right? But I'm just like, there's no way that all of them were this horrible and misogynistic. Like, oh, I hope she stays knocked out so I can keep drinking this booze because I hate her. It's like, I'm sure you could enjoy the sherry just fine with a conscious wife. What is this? Suspicious note? Oh god, I don't know if I can even find items. Alright, to the next door! Oh, madam. Did you hear a gunshot?
Excuse me, but would you be Mary?
What do you want, mister?
Hey! We know this place! We were here!
Did you hear the shot?
Of course, I heard everything. But I didn't stop my work. Imagine that someone else had been killed and not my master. Oh, he would have given me a good talking to.
Good old asset reuse, right? It's just like, you know what? It was great then.
What's happened here, on this carpet?
An idiot from Artford's turned over the fowl. Sir Bromsby passed by without even taking notice. It did seem his mind was elsewhere these days. Of course, it was probably because of Miss Lavinia's homecoming.
What do you think of your employer?
He could be the very devil at times, but not the worst. If you had just known my father. And then the master was so generous with our wages.
Did you observe anyone pass this way after the shot was fired?
No one's come this way, not from the moment I returned after emptying my bucket, and the whole while I've been cleaning. I only saw Scott, who was in the ballroom. He half opened the door to tell me the news.
Just, hey, somebody shot the boss. Do I still need to clean the floors? Yeah, I'd keep cleaning them.
Thank you, Mary.
Not to worry, sir.
Just another servant telling another servant, like, hey, the boss is dead. It's like, do I keep cleaning the floors? Or he's dead? Does that mean I don't have to? It's like, keep cleaning them just in case. Mary, I love you. I love you, Mary. Is there anything I need to pick up here? Oop!
Blue tablecloths, yet they are shorter than the white ones used in the ballroom.
No idea what that means. Okay, but it doesn't look like we can go upstairs, so let's go investigate the other door. Welcome back, Blondie. Ooh, multiple doors. Ooh, hold on, purse!
This room was rarely used. Everything else is in order.
Oh my god, yes! It is totally asset reuse! Asset reused. Touch the book. Touch it.
A textbook to study French.
Ooh. Oh, we picked up something. Anything over here? Oh.
I need something. I need something.
I don't even know where your inventory is, my guy. Okay. Is it maybe tab? I? Space. No idea what the inventory is, but I imagine if we have it, he'll put it down. Alright, off you go. Okay, suspicious purse.
I need something. I need something.
Okay. Oh, sweet. Okay, so connected to this one. Alright, let's go to the other room. Maybe that's where the little goose is. It's down here. Such a calm investigation.
The
It's like-
handle is twisted down.
Okay.
It smells of gunpowder. Handsome armor. There is a greasy substance on the door handle. Seems to be a sauce.
Sauce? Can I go forward? Oh, where am I now?
I need something.
Good question. Something over here, baby?
Look, what's this? Look, what's this?
I don't know. Look at it.
Look, what's this?
Okay. You guys want to look at it? Okay, so we need more items. Let's go down the hall. We can always go back. Hold on, is that something?
I need something.
Can't bend down and pick it up. So it leads us back to here. Cool. Let's go to that other room. There's nothing More doors. Okay.
It is not the time to join, Watson. I have not examined everything.
Okay. Kitchen.
I need something.
See the chef. See if there's anything else to. Oh, hold on. So tiny hands.
Nothing of any interest here.
Then why do you have tiny hand
Nothing of
icon?
any interest here.
Don't lie to me, Sherlock. Move feet. Okay, go around. Keep coming. Keep coming. This opens.
This is diabolically heavy. Nothing of any interest here.
Then why the tiny hand icon? Keep. I'm sorry. Are you in the floor? The cellar? Hello?
May I help you?
So happy looking.
Hello? Are you aware of what has just happened?
Yes, it seems that our master has got himself killed. Scott told me that much. On his daughter's birthday. And all these nice dishes. It took me so long to prepare them. What a disaster.
I love his servants so much. Nobody's like, oh my god, my boss is dead. They're just like, I made all this food. And he died.
How would you describe Sir Bromsby?
Well, as an employer, he was not easily satisfied, always insisting on some Indian or French dish. That old fowlet put it into Sir Bromsby's head that this Frenchman prepare better meals than the English. He would have had my master eating frogs stuffed with snails if he could.
Uh-huh.
A Frenchman?
Yes, a squint-eyed Frenchman. That must be done like this, and this must be placed like that. Well, he may well be a connoisseur of fine cuisine and service, but of everything else, Miss Lambert dared not even contradict him about the tablecloth's colour, though Bromsby hated white and insisted on blue to match the colour of the daughter's eyes. And look how he placed the tables in the ballroom. I have never seen tables arranged in such a manner.
The lid of your dustbin is quite heavy.
It makes some noise, doesn't it? At least we know when somebody closes it. I was in the cellar, and I heard the lid closing a little before that, what you said was the shot. I heard it again right after. But that surely must have been Mary, our maid.
Okay.
You say it was Mary, the housemaid. How can you be sure?
The first time I saw her with my own eyes, when she came to empty the rubbish. She cautioned me not to fall asleep in the storeroom. She always has something amusing to say. The second time, I didn't see her. I only heard the lid close.
Something tells me the gun is down there.
I will let you get back to your work.
All right. Good night, sir.
Also, that's a dustbin? I thought that was like a giant oven. Or like, you know, like what do they call it? Like a slow cooker. Mary? Did you throw anything in your giant dustbin? Where is she? She's here, I think. Mary?
I need something.
I was about to say, I was like, if you pick it up now, I'm gonna be so mad at you. Alright, Mary. That's not Mary. Mary?
There is a greasy substance on the door handle.
Salt. Mary.
Any more questions?
Yes.
Did you go to the well during the reception?
Yes, I went there once to empty my bucket. But that was before the dreadful shooting happened.
Only once?
I told you, only the one time. I even called out to that lout Carl not to fall asleep. Oh, he spends his time drinking in the storeroom, and I often find him asleep there. please, sir. You won't mention any of that to Miss Lambert, will you?
And the Frenchman, how could you describe him?
He's a sly one. He's also cross-eyed. Oh, but most handsome and very talkative. Ask Miss Lambert. She's quite keen on him.
Thank you, Mary.
Not to worry, sir.
Okay, I still have kind of like no idea what I'm supposed to be doing now. Do I just have to re-talk to people with like the more information I gather? Alright, I know that one soldier boy was gonna go talk to Miss Lavinia again, so maybe I should go check on them, see how they're doing. Still sad. That's fine. Hey, how's it going? Did he talk to you?
I beg you, please leave me. I will answer only to the authorities.
Okay, that's fair.
Is there any news, Mr. Holmes?
Ooh, anxiety.
According to many witnesses, Sir Bromsby seemed anxious.
Well, he really was a little worried these days, but it was most certainly due to the strains associated with the reception, ensuring a good time for his guests and the happiness of his daughter. They have not seen each other in 6 years. Perhaps he could not see her in the room.
Thank you very much.
I am at your disposal.
Alright, are you sure you don't want to talk to me?
I beg you, please leave me.
Okay.
I will
I figure I'd try one more time. Do I re-talk to people? Or do I go try to talk to Watson now?
What, more questions?
Nope, you're good.
Well, thank you very much.
It is nothing, dear fellow.
I don't like that you're hovering around the dead body.
Sir?
Nope, nothing new. Bye.
Thanks, Doctor.
Never mind.
Alright, let's go see if we can talk to Watson. I'm passing him. Might as well just check.
I am listening.
Just
Very well. Thank you.
My pleasure.
okay, so that's all the people. As of right now that I can talk to. Can I go outside? Watson!
It is not the time to join, Watson. I have not examined everything.
I am missing something, and I don't know what, so I'm gonna see if I can take a tiny little look at a guide here. Let's see. Overlay Fund. Speak with Major Lockhart. Has absolutely nothing important to tell you, but Sherlock Holmes is a thorough fellow. Alright, first corridor. Recently indeed, as you stand in the corridor, which Holmes will note smells of gunpowder, and see a black mark on the frame of the door you just closed. Get the tape measure from your inventory and use it on the mark. How the fudge do I have my inventory? Oh, look at all these dirty footprints.
I need something.
Okay. How do I open my inventory? Does this guide? Try moving the screen mouse to the top or the bottom. Good. Good idea. Does this guide maybe tell me how to open my inventory? Let's see. Story of the characters, basic gameplay. Okay, D. Key? Yeah, it's like the first thing. I was like, inventory. I tried all the numbers, all the letters. So. as a pixel hunt, and it's not an inaccurate name. In the various areas, you move your mouse pointer around until it changes, which will indicate that there is something to be done. Your pointer looks like a smoking pipe when you play as Holmes, which is most of the time, or like a quill and parchment when you play as Watson. When you light upon something to be done, it will change one of the following. A hand, there is an object to be picked or examined. Footprints, you can walk. A portrait, this will appear when you hover the mouse on another character and will enable you to open dialogue. I very strongly encourage you to speak to every character as thoroughly as you can. You'll have a menu of topics to discuss, and sometimes hearing their opinions on one subject will open up possibilities for others. Don't click goodbye until you have no other options available. You have an inventory, which is with you at all times and can be accessed by right-clicking with your mouse. Oh my god, I feel so dumb. Ah! And this is why we have guides. So, I'm supposed to tape measure this?
The tracer powder is located at 1 meter 65 from the surface.
Okay. Well, now I know what I have. I have a test tube, tape, magnifying, Bromsey's note, guest list, visit card, a bag, and powder. I'm gonna...
A small caliber pistol. A Wright model.
Oh, shit. Did I... And it was in Lavinia's bag. Oh, no. Tickets to the train and boot from Geneva to London. Oh.
Train and ship tickets from Geneva to London.
A
calling card written in French.
Ooh.
This is a woman's handwriting. What do all these annotations mean? The first handwriting is small and elegant. The second is hurried and forceful.
Okay. Okay. I am gonna go talk to her real quick. Be like, excuse me. What's this?
Look, what's this?
It's a piece of dirty white clothes. Interesting. Yeah, let's go see if she'll talk to me, because I'm like, suspicious. Actually, go the other way and talk to those three gentlemen. To think I was didn't know I had an inventory this whole time. I was just like, oh, sweet, I'm just gonna click on stuff and he'll pull them out randomly. Nope.
Can I be useful to you?
See your face, but nope, you got nothing.
Thank you for your help.
It was not a problem.
You have nothing for me. Yes, grab your drink.
Young man,
You really are blind.
Thank you for this information, sir.
Colonel to you.
I love him so much. It's like, I can't see worth a damn, but I can hear like a motherfucker. Alright. Hobble. Okay. Hobble on over.
Is there something else, sir?
Nope, just seeing if
All
anything new
right,
popped up.
you may take or leave.
Good evening, sir.
Lavinia! See if anything hanging off here? No, seems pretty normal. Anything suspicious? Yeah, hold on. Anything under the tables? No? Okay. Such a weird dude. Alright.
Is there any news, Mr. Holmes?
Okay, nothing new.
Thank you very much.
I am at your disposal.
I beg you, please leave me. I will answer only to the authorities.
Okay.
I should reveal one of my hints.
Yes! Passport?
I beg you, please leave me. I will answer only to the authorities.
I should reveal one of my hints.
Ticket.
I beg you, please leave me. I will answer only to the authorities.
I should reveal one of my hints.
Powder?
I beg you, please leave me. I will answer only to the authorities.
I should reveal one of my hints.
Gun?
Miss, this revolver, is it yours?
Oh, dear God.
Gun?
Why would you require a pistol?
My father gave it to me shortly after I arrived. Dear God, what will the police make of this? I swear I did not kill my father. No.
But why would he press you to carry a pistol?
He seemed most anxious for my safety and his own. He told me that he would explain everything to me later, after the reception.
Miss, with your consent, I can investigate this matter.
Mr. Holmes, Mr. Grimble has explained to me who you are and what you do. I would be eternally grateful if you could find out who killed my father.
That's all right.
So supposedly I was supposed to do more in that room.
I must leave you now. Be strong, miss.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
So we're gonna make our way back over there. Apparently there was quite a few more things I could have done. Oops. Might as well go through.
I need something.
Would it be a test tube?
There's dust. Excellent!
There's dust. Excellent. Okay, and then the French.
I need something.
Would it be magnifying glass?
I need something.
Would it be tape measure?
I need something.
Would it be a test tube?
Look, what's this?
I don't know. White powder, white powder. Okay. So same substance. Turn around, please. I see why they hide the inventory now, because our little walking icon is pretty low. Okay. Magnifying glass? Really? Small box with white powder. Suspicious. How do I get out of here? Okay. Good job. Proud of you, Holmes.
I need something.
That's it. Magnifying.
Curious, this flaky ash does not come from this cigar.
Ooh, look at the old pipes. Old-fashioned. And there was something with the sink, right? It's just like, what is it? It's like, I don't know, investigate it.
It's a pair of moustache scissors.
Okay. Is that really...
It's a pair of moustache scissors. It's a pair of moustache scissors.
I'm supposed to do something with the mustache scissors.
It's a pair of moustache scissors.
I don't think I have what I need yet. Mustache scissors. Also, I will gladly accept hints for this game, because I have a feeling I'm gonna miss stuff and definitely need a guide. Alright.
Handsome armor.
So supposedly I'm supposed to be like, ooh.
Handsome armor.
You told me to look at the floor. Maybe you're gonna measure it?
Handsome armor.
I'm gonna just read what the thing said to me. Observe, yeah. Get the tape measure from your inventory and use it on the mark, which is the powder burn. The measurements 1 meter 65 or 5.4 feet will provide a clue later. Observe the footprints on the floor. Take out your magnifying glass and click on the base of the handsome suit. I have a tape measure selected.
This black cloth is large enough to conceal a person.
What are you doing? Find a black sheet. Now move a little farther down the hall to the table with a mirror and move your pointer around until the hand appears. Get out. Get out. So there's something with this mirror. There we go.
Look, what's this?
Is it magnifying glass?
Black hair.
Okay. So does that mean a 5'4" person stood behind the suit of armor and waited to shoot? Is that what they're trying to tell me? Okay, let's see. Da-da-da-da. You've now collected all the evidence to be gotten from this corridor, so go back to where you entered and click on the door to the left side of the screen. They want me to go to the kitchen. To the kitchen! Any
It
chance
is not the time to join, Watson. I have not examined.
I figure I'd give it a shot, just to see. Doesn't rule out Nina. I'm 5'5". Thank you very much. I'm not 5'4". I am not a murderer.
This is diabolically heavy.
Ooh, the stool moves?
I need something.
You're going to measure the stool? I'm going to look at the stool. What does he need? Do you want to test tube the stool?
I need something. I need something.
Now you look. Oop!
It is a poor copy of a uniform button. The cannon insignias are hand-drawn.
Okay. So does that mean one of the military men is a fake military man? And he's committed the pew-pews? Alright, is there anything else in this area? Enter the kitchen. Table immediately. Locate a button. Poorly fabricated button for military uniform. Wooden dustbin to the left of the door. What? Which is diabolically heavy. Oh! This is the wooden dustbin. There is a wooden dustbin to the left of the door, which is diabolically heavy when you click on it. Wooden? That's made of stone, but okay. Click on the footprint symbol to walk around the table and have a chat with the cook. He has some interesting information for you, including details about a French chef and his strange ideas concerning tablecloths, as well as a few comments regarding the heavy dustbin. You heard it close twice, once before the shot was fired and once after. And he knows that the first time it was Mary, one of the maids. He presumes it was Mary the second time, after he's gotten to tell you all. He knows you're finished here, so exit the kitchen. The door you haven't used yet, the one leading to the northerly, to enter a second corridor. Okay, so we got everything here. Perfect. Someone likely planned to use the panic caused by the gunshot to make an exit. Right, like that's what I'm assuming, but we quickly shut it down, so they're like, fudge, gotta play. I think it's either his partner who's cracking jokes over his dead body, or the young newcomer who, like, just happened to meet this guy and was like, oh, I'm just gonna come to you to this party. I think he's a little sus and young. Suspicious. Alright, second corridor. We see substance. And a table flanked by paintings. Nifty powder tin to add to your inventory. Farther down, there's a red lady's handbag. Yep. Open, unpack it. Yep. Includes her passport, the travel documents, and most damning of all, a revolver. There's a sample of white powder. Get the test tube. Yep, get that. You can visit the smoking room and the ladies' dressing room to whichever order you choose. Alright, so is this the smoking room? Smoking room. Note the footprints on the floor. I did not even see the footprints on the floor. Thank you for telling me. Gunshots. Me,
It
please.
is a size 7.
Okay. Size. Is that me writing down a note like size 7? Okay. Look on the table, use magnifying glass to retrieve some flaky ash. Did that. Moving around, there is an open door leading to a small bath. Click on the sink, use the magnifying glass to examine the mustache, and collect the sample. And this is why I have the guide now, because I'm like, I'm pretty sure when I looked at the mustache clippers, I used all my items.
Look, what's this?
Yes, I did this. And then I'm magnifying.
Red, greasy hair.
Oh.
It's a pair of moustache scissors.
Not on the scissors. Next to the scissors. Is Nina a size 7? For feet? No, I can tell you this. I'm a size 4 in kids and a size 6 in women's. And for men, I'm a size 5. I got interesting feet. Because they're thin. No. Sorry, they're short, but they're wide. So it's like, I can fit a size woman 6 because, you know, my feet are small. But they're wide, so it's always an awkward fit. I usually fit kid shoes better. Need a small. This is not a surprise. I am the small. Alright, we got the red hair. Okay, so that's all the clues. Alright, so ladies' dressing room. Put the magnifying glass back. Okay, ladies' room. Pick up the picture of the pretty young woman. There's a picture I can pick up. And this is why we have a guide. Because, you know, they're like, oh, it's slightly bit of a pixel hunt game. And it's like, yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that now. Alright. I'm assuming this picture.
Very interesting. What a pleasant picture. And this lady is wearing a very nice earring.
This is the clue that you can miss and still continue with the game, so make sure you grab it or you'll be in real trouble later. Oh. There's a mark on the table, a round spot. You should use another of your endless supply of test tubes. Got that. Move away to a sofa table upon which is lying a book. Someone has been studying French, it seems. French calling card. Treat it as you treat Sir Romsey's speech. Click on read to move it to the notebook, then open the notebook and read it. Oh, I should read the notebook too. Oops. French visit card. Louis Philippe something. Oh my god, my pen is in my book. I love that. Guest list. It's very small font. Oh, this font is tiny. Don't forget the villager and the serpent. What? Photo of a pretty young girl. To the future great actress with all my encouragement, Veronica Deckens. This is a nice earring though. Oh, cool. Dialogue. Alright, how do I, get out? Okay. Wait. What's this? Oh, it's that. It's the chit-chattings. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Louis Philippe de la Mossade has some interesting titles. Head back to the corridor and open the north to enter the stairwell. Holmes will note this one has a greasy substance on it. Okay. The stairwell! Nope, don't. Look at the books. Okay. One of the maids, Mary, is scrubbing. You know what? You got anything new for me, Mary?
Any more
Sweet
questions?
servant. Yeah, she was not present, but that Scott, the sweeping servant you interviewed earlier, poked his head in to tell her the news of their employer's death. Pay close attention to her remarks about the dustbin, which she would tell you she only opened and shut once. But the cook said it was closed twice, so who did it the second time? You can't go upstairs at the point in time, so once you've exhausted conversation with Mary, move through the door to the left and enter the long dining room. To the left. I just came from the left.
Thank
I'm
you,
trying to
Mary.
leave, but I'm
Why?
still in a conversation with her. Okay, so they mean this door. Goodbye, Mary. Pick up the piece of paper on the long table. Did that. Guest list. Herman Grimble. Did that. A business associate of Sir Bromsey's and to the grieving daughter. Die-hard Sherlock fans will be amused by the fact that he kisses Miss Lavinia's hand, something he never does in any of Doyle's stories. Oh, when I introduce myself to her. I've got some new evidence. You guys want to talk about it by any chance?
Is there any news, Mr. Holmes?
Speech.
We have found Sir Bromsby's speech. There's something quite puzzling about it.
Ah, you talk about the notes that I left for him. Sir Bromsby always improvised his speeches in public as well as in business. Nevertheless, it was still necessary to remind him about particular points. So I sometimes made notes for him on a sheet of paper. Hold on, he must have made that odd notation himself. It says something about a peasant and a snake. What could it mean?
Alright, we have to go talk with the sweepy man again.
Thank you very much.
I am at your disposal.
Venya, anything else? Oh.
I beg you.
Yep, no, you're good. Alright, let's go talk to our sweeping guy. Want him to tell me about the Frenchman. I feel like I can hear him. He's probably right behind this pillar. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm graceful. There he is.
Sir?
French.
Did you know the Frenchman?
Oh, he chatters on like all the French. I do not think he came back.
That's it? That's what you got for me?
Thank you for your help.
My pleasure, sir.
I asked myself, what was Watson doing while I was searching the house? He was supposed to prevent people from leaving by the back entrance.
Here now, watch your step. If you're a reporter, there'd better be a doctor nearby, because when I get done with you, you'll need one.
Look here, my good man. I am a doctor. Dr. Watson, in fact. And believe me...
Dr. Watson? Hold on. Are you the Dr. Watson who writes about all those cases solved by Sherlock Holmes? Oh, I've read all your adventures.
Yes. Go on.
Who are you?
My name is Lamb, Governor. I'm Sir Bromsby's coachman. Tell me, is he really that clever, this Sherlock Holmes?
Well, your employer is dead.
Look sharp, Lamb. Sherlock Holmes and I require your able assistance.
No doubt.
Stand firm at the private entrance and make sure no one enters or leaves until Holmes or myself returns.
My pleasure, Dr. Watson. You tell Mr. Holmes that if anybody even steps on the lawn, they'll have to deal with Lamb. And I can tell you, there are few bold enough to dare my fists.
This door is blocked.
That gate is the only way in or out of here, Dr. Watson. I've already secured the other door on orders of Miss Lambert to avoid them nosy reporters. If anyone tries to make a break through the garden, they won't get past me.
Okay.
I leave you, Lamb.
Right, I'll stand guard.
Oh, this is a lot of people to talk to. Oh, I'm so glad I pulled up a guide. I'm starting chit-chatting.
And you, what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for Miss Roundtree, the niece of that banker chap. She is inconsolable, all because her admirer of a mere 3 days' acquaintance had already abandoned her. Nothing unusual about that. There is no worse-tempered female than this girl. Well, maybe other than my wife.
You heard the shot?
I just left to relieve myself there at the end of the garden, you see. Seems to me I missed a good race for the doors. Worthy of the Royal Derby.
Well, good.
Cheers.
Excuse me, may I speak with you?
Yeah, your servant, sir.
Are you one of the domestics employed by the hall?
No, I am the personal servant to old Satterthwaite. He is there, sitting on that bench. He seems right enough, but he refused a small drink for his health. Surely he cannot be well.
Tell me, what have you seen?
I heard the shot, then such a strange noise, and the next thing I know, all those money bags are running in a mad rush with their wives or whatever.
Thank you for your help.
My pleasure.
Well, my good man, why are you here?
I am the manservant of Lieutenant Harrington. I accompanied him with the old general of the infantry or whatever. I seem to have drunk too much.
Why is everybody drunk?
Did you hear the shot?
What shot? Oh, the shot. Great reception, isn't it?
I wonder if you can see Blondie. I love her. I love her so much.
I have to go. Are you all right?
Very good. Bye, madam.
Did you say madam? Sir, I will have you know.
Hello. Please excuse me. I'm investigating the murder that has just happened.
Oh, yes. Well, that is good. What would you like to know?
Sure.
Where were you at the moment when Sir Bromsby was killed?
I was near the stage and I saw him falling. Oh my goodness, it was terrifying. I ran for the door, but despite all my efforts, it was blocked.
But your costume is torn. How did this happen?
When I was trying to open the door, the crowd dragged me away. I then fell to the floor. I fortunately suffered no harm, but when I arose, my beautiful costume was ripped and stained.
Well, I won't disturb you anymore.
Yes, no, fine, thanks.
Miss Lambert, I have been looking for you. What a tragedy.
Simply dreadful. Can't believe what they're saying about Miss Lavinia.
Have you informed the police?
The village constable attended the reception. He left on his bicycle, I assume to inform the proper authorities. He told me that an inspector from Scotland Yard was already in the area on official business. I know nothing about the nature of his business, but I was told he should arrive soon.
I just want to go let her away. She woke up. Never mind. She knows now.
Why did you open the gate so hastily?
I was so upset.
Man.
I know now it was imprudent. I should have waited until the authorities arrived, but some of those gentlemen were so loudly insistent that I yielded.
What sort of man was your employer?
Oh, he was a great man. The people of the hall considered him to be very strict, but I think it was just his way of showing a fatherly attitude. And he dreamed of this day when Miss Lavinia would return.
Yes, come here. They have proof that I fed you your treat.
You have a list of guests.
Oh, of course. I have a complete guest list for the reception. It's inside the dining room. I believe the police will have need of it. Well, nevertheless, I must first caution them to pay little heed to the notations I made regarding certain names.
Ah, the list we found.
Why were these notations made?
Their purpose was to note particular seating arrangements for the meal and the recital, according to specific concerns. Those individuals whom I considered to be very important were marked with a circle.
What about the other odd marks?
Louis-Philippe, Monsieur de la Mazardière, suggested this method of arranging the seating. He also advised me that those guests with poor eyesight and hearing should be seated so that the acoustics and lighting in their room would favour their enjoyment of the recital. So the first category was marked with a point, the second with a cross.
Okay.
What do you know about this Frenchman?
He is from a noble family, but found himself forced to seek a vocation as a head waiter. He is so inspired and keenly sensitive to the details. At first, I was afraid that Sir Bromsby would take offence with his suggestions, but he had moderated his opinions regarding French culture due to the influence of his friend Horace Fowlett.
What did he do that was so extraordinary?
His assistance was invaluable. He took such concerns with every little detail. The dishes, the tablecloths, everything. He not only declined an offer of lodging here at the hall, he also deferred his wages until the end of the reception. Oh, I would be so glad if he were here now.
And where has he gone?
He had pressing business in London. In fact, he found it necessary to visit his Harley Street physician. It seems his glasses were no longer helping with his eyesight.
Suspicious.
You have been very kind, Miss Lambert.
You are most welcome. Oh, what a tragedy.
Sorry, just watch Blondie like second guess where she was gonna sit.
Do you work here, miss?
Yes, my name is Sue. I am a maid for the hall.
Where were you when these tragic events took place?
I was serving when it happened. I ran straight for the door, just like the others. I swear his daughter must have done it. She's such a strange one.
Thank you, miss. We may talk with you again.
Oh, I hope so.
The fact that she just like instantly glitched out for a
Are
second.
you a relative of the victim?
Makes great.
No. In truth, I always mocked Sir Bromsby. I am upset because my friend did not arrive as promised.
As beautiful as she is cruel, apparently. I have questioned everyone here. I'll go see if Holmes has finished on his end.
Ah.
Holmes, the gate.
I know, Watson, but it is of no real consequence. To question all these people would be a tiresome activity and would be of no value to this inquiry. Such ordinary inquiries are best left to the police. They have their purposes.
As you like, Holmes.
Now, Watson, to put your mind at rest, I can see that you have done well in my absence by placing the formidable coachman at the gate. I also imagine you have already spoken with Miss Lambert?
Yes, and some other people too.
Hold your report until our return to Baker Street. Meanwhile, be a good man and look to the gate. I must be informed the moment any official arrives. As always, I depend on your able assistance, Watson.
Not even watch you leave. I'm just gonna stare off at a third view as you leave and I stand here. Do I talk to you? Ooh, hold on. Tiny hand?
I need something.
Would it be this?
I need something.
Another one?
I need something.
Cool. This?
It is a size 7.
7. Cigarette butt. Sure. Ah, cutscene.
Holmes!
Good day, Lestrade. Your haste deserves comment. One could say
Lestrade?
that you were right to hurry here, as this case is one of great
Lestrade.
complexity and challenge. Do not worry. I think that you will manage to get back to your mother before the dinner hour.
In the name of Devil, Holmes, you go too far. Do you spy on me now? How do you know I've been to my mother's?
Dear Lestrade, it is really quite simple. I must admit my mind has been stimulated by the main course, which would be this unique case. However, I sometimes enjoy a light snack of the details which surround it. Observe, we are in the middle of the countryside, and you have some fresh yellow pollen, but only on your right sleeve. This implies a recent gift of flowers. It is a gallant gesture, but surely a meeting with the fairer of our species would take place in London. Considering the promptness of your arrival, it must have been a bouquet of flowers you took to someone who lives in this area. I presume that you have family living nearby, and I would think only your mother would warrant such an attentive gesture. There is a fresh dab of fat at the corner of your mouth, as well as on the bit of handkerchief visible from your pocket. This is consistent with a recent meal of a big piece of steak. Who would make a policeman swallow such a substantial meal at this hour, and when a crime has been just committed? It could only be a mother thinking about the hard task awaiting her child.
Well, Holmes, when you explain it like that, it really seems quite simple. Good show. What about this Bromsby murder?
A unique case, as I've already noted, but any supposition would be premature until we consider Dr. Watson's report, as well as your own findings. Miss Lavinia has asked that the esteemed Dr. Watson and I give this case our full attention, though I doubt she is aware of all the implications of this case. Lestrade, you can find the victim inside, and I recommend calling upon his solicitor, Mr. Horace Fowlett. Mrs. Hudson is cooking a roast tomorrow at noon. Why don't you be our guest, and we can share our discoveries? What do you think? Watson and I must take our leave, as there's much to be done at Baker Street. Are you coming, Watson? Let us return to Baker Street.
I went to grab snacks. And to do human things. I am Holmes. I know all. Sniffs deeply. I huff out the truth. I mean, I just want to know, why is this so small? Baker Street. I imagine you take the fairer sex to the inner city. It's like, okay.
Everything is well noted. Watson, bravo. All of these elements will be a great help to us. As for myself, I have already told you everything that I know, and I can tell you nothing more until I receive answers to the messages I've sent with Wiggins. Now I must return to my experiments to test my theory regarding the substance I found at the scene of the murder. Meanwhile, I suggest you look through the books in the bookcase. Information that you find there might prove very useful in resolving this case.
I have to check 3 books on the shelves. Let's see.
Okay. I clicked on 3. Do I need a maybe magnifying glass? I need help. What am I doing wrong? Let's do some reading up on tobacco footprints. Turn to the bookcase and click anywhere on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th shelves. Then open your notebook and turn to the document section. That's what I thought. Reduce the height and mass of any individual through a simple examination of their footprints left upon the ground. But what if you walk funny? Sometimes I do tippy toe walk. And then other times I do heel toe walk. And toe heel. Though not too often toe heel, it feels weird. And usually for sneaking purposes.
Here is information which could be really helpful in our investigation. These Chirapaki cigarettes come from Brazil, and they seem to contain narcotic substances. What might they be?
I need to analyze the evidence found at Sherringford Hall. A piece of white cloth, a small box, various powders, and finally the hair. Let's get to work.
Okay.
I need to analyze the evidence found at Sherringford. What would be the reaction if I heated this powder? Burnt gunpowder.
Okay.
To analyze the nature of these stains, I must first soak the cloth in a solution of soap and water.
Something specifically says soap?
To analyze the nature of these stains, I must first soak the cloth in a solution of soap and water.
I'm trying. I'm trying to put it in the soap and water. Soap. Soap? Soap. There we go.
To analyze now, I shall place this cloth in the solvent.
Okay. Oh, ooh, Nina. There we go. I only lost it for a second. Where's my cloth?
Now the stains are sticky, but not very oily.
Come on, Flaffy. It's like my fave Pokemon.
Let's examine it under the microscope. A very fine white cotton. Let's examine it under the microscope. Let's examine it under the microscope. Let's examine it under the microscope. Let me study this more closely. Let's examine it under a man's hair. Let's examine a light feminine perfume. Let me study this more closely.
How do you study it more closely?
That is of no use to me. 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 Let me study this more closely. Let me study this more closely.
I'm gonna just guide because I'm. Tony got the Flaffy. Congrats. Nina equals Flaffy. This is so fluffy. It's so cute. And not because its first evolution is called Mareep or anything. It's just adorable. Alright. Retrieve the cloth from your inventory. Did that. Pick up the lower half. Set on the burner. Pick up the green bottle. Use the water, which will turn an interesting shade of green. Click on the burner. And put it in the dish. Yeah, because white cloth is done. Put it in the tray of a microscope to learn that it's made of fine white cotton. No longer see in your inventory. In your notebook, open the report section and read it's the same kind of cotton is used to make gloves for army officers. Oh. Is my report? Is there not my report section? Is my report section? Very thin. Women's hair. Mainly due to the use of brillatine. Hair of a man. Army officer gloves. Okay, so learned some more stuff. Examine the dark powder you took from the door frame. Then light the burner. It's burnt gunpowder, and there's a new report. 3 pesky samples of white powder. To the inventory, click on the magnifying glass. Then click on the powder box. Okay, so that's how I open it. I was like,
a box containing some white powder. Let's examine it under the mic. Let's examine it under the mic. Let's examine. These powders are similar. I can see it from the grains.
Okay. And now combined to one big pile of white powder.
What would be the reaction if I heated this? It has no effect.
No effect, just poof. Okay. Nothing happens.
Let's mix some water with this powder. Let's mix a glue or pasty substance, like starch.
Okay.
It seems to me that we have gathered all of the key elements, Watson. However, before we retire, let's summarize our findings. The questions should be answered yes or no and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation.
Oh my god. Get ready for your very first quiz. Oh god, there's quiz. Ah! I'm not ready. Alright. Let's see. To answer question, first choose yes or no by clicking on it. Then browse your testimonies, reports, and documents on the left page to find one that contains the justification to the answer. Click your decided answer to select it, then click on the appropriate frame on the quiz page to place your answer. Once you've answered all the questions, close the notebook. You'll then be informed if your replies are correct or if there was a mistake. If the latter occurs, open the notebook to rectify your answers, okay? Do we have an idea of the weapon used for the crime? Yes. This one, right? Oh, testimony section. God. Wow, you have to, like, go through all that? Yeah, the colonel mentioned a gun. Just second time? You just have to instantly remember that your second time you talk to Colonel Pattinson is... Wow. Okay. Could the murderer escape through the stairs going to the second floor? I want to say no. Oh yeah, no. In the testimony sections, your conversation with Mary. That's true. Mary was guarding the fudge out of that. Mary! Miss Roundtree, Sue, Mary. Okay. The ashes found in the smoking room are from English cigarettes. I want to say no. Say no. No is right. Awesome. Alright, red frame. Service store in the courtyard. Huh? Dirty cloth. Corridor to kitchen. Washbowl and smoking room. Corridor to the stairs. What? In the reports section, the mention of the cigarette butt found in front of the service door in the courtyard. Well, apparently, this is study of tobacco. The mention of the cigarette butt found in front of the service door in the courtroom. Piece of dirty cloth found in the ballroom, very fine white cotton characteristic. On corridor to kitchen, black hair found on furniture is oily. Red hairs found in a wash bowl of smoking room, very thin. Corridor to stairs, powder found here matches powder found in ladies' room, and in the small box found under the end table. Rich powder, very permanent, resembling from the far gunpowder, but not offensive at all. Could have been used due to quantity concealed present of gunpowder. I don't have that. I don't have that. Maybe lamb? No. Because lamb didn't tell me about it. I found it. Oh, there's more. You gotta scroll. Oh, I was like, I don't have it. Okay. Powder found. Garden. Cigarette butt. Don't scare me like that, game. Was the side door going to the kitchen open after the shot? Side door? Yes? No. Where's our guy? Satterwhite. Did Miss Lambert choose tablecloths and arrange tables? No, it was a Frenchman. Your conversation with Carl. And Miss Lambert, she said a Frenchman did it. Do you have an idea of the murderer's height? Yes. I trace corridor. Okay. Powder, where's the powder smudge? Tablecloths, ballroom, and corridor. Smell of gunpowder. Trace of sauce. 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 Okay. So you go here. And then green. Footprints, right? What? Do you have an idea of the murderer's height in the documents section of the ballistics article? Ballistics article? Oh, ballistic science. I would have thought footprints, but... Among the interrogated people, did any others than Colonel Patterson have bad eyesight? I want to say yes, based off the list. Guest list, right? Justification, your conversation with Miss Lambert. I'm gonna say guest list as well. Miss Lambert? Okay. How do I say I'm done?
It is simplicity itself, Watson. We have answered all the questions.
Oh, we did it! Yay! I mean, we had the guide, but like, the guide actually leaves out the second part for that last question, but I was like, no.
My dear Lestrade, I congratulate you on the precise quality of your notes. It is true that you have missed everything of importance, but you have spared me the trouble of eliminating the trifles and pointed me in the right direction. Ah, I hear familiar steps on the stairs. Please be seated, Watson. You must be famished. Lestrade was kind enough to bring a copy of his notes, hoping it would be of assistance in this affair.
Indeed.
You can study them now and enjoy your meal. Please take your time, Watson, because bad digestion weakens our ability to reason.
Holmes, you will get no argument from me, as this dish is delicious.
We will go to Sherringford Hall with Lestrade when you're finished with your meal.
I must read the documents Holmes gave me.
Font is so tiny. Okay.
All this is very interesting. According to the evidence, it seems that the shooter was not in the ballroom or the corridor. Where was he then?
Are you finished, Watson? Shall we go? Let us return to Sherringford Hall.
Alright, so that was day 1. This is day 2.
Cabby!
Oh holy cow, day 2 is long. And then there's day 3. Day 4. What? I'm scrolling through and I just happen to see something that says, as you move forward, you'll hear Holmes say, "I smell smoke. The first chance you get when you hear these words, save the game." What does that mean? Am I in danger? You know what? I should just save now. Oh, I don't think it auto-saves. Oh, that's terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. Okay, so there's 4 days. Something happens. Day 5. Wow, this is a long guide. Oh my goodness. Dear God, why? Why? Why did you choose such a great game, Nina? Why'd you choose such an amazing game? Because I like a challenge, you know? Alright, what time is it? 3:10? Okay, we could probably do a little bit more of this. Or, should we stop here? Because I do have to edit this, and rendering takes forever. I think we should stop here. We started day 2. We're doing great. We technically went through a bunch of games. Everything's amazing. Yeah, we're going to stop here because I have to render all this beautiful stuff out. So, thank you everyone for stopping by. I will see you tomorrow for the rest of this wonderful Sherlockness adventure. And we plan to keep playing it until we get to the Awakened. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Zeus Massey. Bye-bye.